previous video, I actually showed you how to put on the banding. Okay, so this was 4 to 5 inches long by 2 inches wide, and I showed you how to put it on and to stitch here. So today I will finish it on fabric, and here it is. So this is the top of the sleeve, and this is the first part of the banding that I just showed you. To put the other side of the banding for the placket, you will now turn the sleeve on the wrong side, and this piece is 2.5 inches wide by 6 inches long. And as you know, I'm working on a miniature, so you place it like this. Sorry about that. You place it like this on the wrong side. Here it is, and you will stitch. Let me get a pen or a pencil. You will stitch about 1/4 of an inch right along to the corner. When you reach the corner, you will give it a little slit, just a little slit to free so it can turn easily to the right side. So here it is. I've stitched it in the corner on the wrong side, and I will now flip it to the right side, and there it is. You have to turn it around like this now to finish it, and I'm going to fold this. All right, I have the center here, also have a notch there, and I'll show you how to finish it off. So here it is. I have it there. I stitch it right to the corner there, and I now flip it back to the left side. I'm going to fold this to cover the stitching here, and I'm going to put a pin there, pin here. Then I'm going to turn it over to ensure that it has covered the smaller part of the placket. It's a little bit daunting, especially if you're a beginner. So there it is. You want to ensure that it has covered the banding there. Okay, so I hope you saw what I did. I stitch it on the wrong side there. All right, flip it to the wrong side and stitch it, and there it is. It now covers the smaller banding, and you're going to turn it in the upper direction, and you're going to stitch right along to the top here. Then you're going to, and I'm going to baste this, I'm not going to be doing any stitching. Then you're going to fold this under. Okay, you're going to fold it under. All right, so there it is. So you will now stitch here, 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 stitch across here. Okay, come to the point here where it goes right to hold that down, you know, right on top of the smaller banding there to keep it down. So this is what it's looking like. So as I said before, you're going to stitch here, and you're going to come right up. You're going to fold under the edge here, and you can fold it in different ways. This is the simplest way, but as you continue to practice making a placket, you can make it a little bit more stylish, because for the beginner, a placket is not that easy. It's very daunting. Okay, then you're going to stitch across here, then you're going to come down here, then you're going to come across here. You know, you can even make a stitch in there and a stitch there to hold it. What you want to do is to ensure that it's like this, okay, and it rests right on the edge there of the banding. So the next step is to you know, when I did the pattern, all right, it was 10 inches. It was 8 inches was the measurement for the wrist, and I added 2 inches. So I'm going to finish this at 8 inches, and I'm going to use 1 inch for my allowance. So because I'm going to have an extra inch, I'm going to need to have some little pleats here, and you'll always see little pleats on the shirt sleeve. So I'm going to have little pleats to the wider side, okay, to this side. All right, and that will take it to the 8 inches for the wrist, and another inch, which would make it a total of 9 inches. So I have secured the pleats by just stitching across to hold them in place. Remember when I was doing this sleeve, I took off 2 inches of the length of the sleeve, and that is for the cuff. I had half an inch allowance to that 2 inches, so that makes it 2.5. And as I said before, the cuff was initially 8 inches long. So here I've prepared it. I've added some pellon to the outer side. This will be the outer side, and this will be folded over like this. So I've prepared that. I've creased it with the iron, and this will be my stitching line. So this actually is the 1/2 inch allowance that I will stitch in. I've also gonna cut away about a little, maybe 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch here to the side of the pellon. All right, because it makes it a little bit too thick, so we always take away that little bit. All right, so as I said before, this is the cuff. It is 8 inches when it's finished by 2.5 inches allowance. I've added the banding to the. So this is what the finished cuff looks like, and as I said before, so this part with the pellon will be on the outside, so when you stitch here it will be easy to just cover, cover that edge there. So that's why I crease mine, to keep it as neat as possible. Now even the cuff can be very stylish, okay? You can cut it diagonal, little things you can do with it. You can cut it in a little round here, and I think there are other little styles that you can give it. So as you practice and learn more about cuffs, you'll realize that you can make them as stylish as you want. So this is our finished cuff. You can also turn the sleeve. I'm working on a miniature, so it's very small, okay, but you can also turn the sleeve on the wrong side. So as I said, this will be the outer part, so I'm just going to show you. So you'd put it on like this and stitch it right around to the other end. So now I'm going to put on the cuff, and as you see, that's the outer part. As I said, you can turn it on the wrong side also and put it on. So it's going to be like this. You remember I have that crease, that 1/2 inch that I'm going to follow. So I'll baste it and let you have a look at it. So I've put the cuff. That is it. I've not stitched it. I've basted it. It might look a little bit messy, but it is what it is. I won't be doing any stitching. So this is the side. This is the part, the other 1/2 inch that I will now fold to cover all the imperfections. I'll push this in like this, and that is what it's going to be like. And I won't even bother to baste this. I'll just show you where to put your button. So when you have it all stitched right around, first stitch here to hold it, stitch it right along, right along, right along. You can also double stitch it, okay? Trying to find a pin to hold it in place. So that's how you make a simple cuff. All right, so that is what it is. Now you are going to place your buttonhole here. This is where the men put the cufflink. No, sorry, you're going to place, yeah, your buttonholes here, and you're going to place your button here, and that's your completed cuff. All right, so hope I've made it very simple again for you to understand. All right, so thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.